That's a great question. I do love using movies. I always use movies in my keynote because a lot of what I do is around technology, whether it's technology adoption into a school, technology adoption in the workplace, in industry and manufacturing. I have a segment called Did Hollywood Have It Right? So I want you to think about Minority Report, The Matrix, iRobot, Iron Man, Star Wars. Think about those 5 movies, and you've probably heard of them, and if anybody has seen all 5, what do they all have in common? Well, one thing is they talk about really amazing technology. And think about Minority Report with Tom Cruise being the detective. He's manipulating data in the air. iRobot, we know what that was all about. With the robots. The Matrix, Neo and Trinity going into the Matrix. And is this the Matrix? What's not the Matrix? Star Wars to the hologram Princess Leia. All of those, when they came out, we're talking about technologies that were futuristic. Well, they're all here today. They really are. When you look at each one of those movies, there's a technology in every one of those movies that are real and in use today, whether it's augmented reality, virtual reality, XR, extended reality, artificial intelligence, autonomous robots. All of those are out today and they're here. Minority Report was back in 1999. Yes, those movie buffs, that was a long time ago. 1999, but it's all here now. And so I like to use those as an analogy, and I go through each one of those and point out how they're being used. And if I'm talking to I'm giving a keynote at a school district or an educational conference, I talk about how it's being used by teachers, by students. If I'm working with businesses and companies, I'll talk about how that's being used in industry right now, whether it's in a manufacturing plant or on the customer forward-facing side. It's great. It's always fun to talk about movies. Everybody resonates with them. Even Ready Player One is another one that I start using and talking about that people are familiar with. Technology adoption is important. Needing to know what the technologies are out there today, including artificial intelligence, which is, taking the world by storm right now. It's one of those things. If you're not, talking about it, you're already probably being left behind, and nobody wants to do that. So it's better to be talking about it and asking questions and addressing it, rather than just try to ignore it or sweep it on the rug. Because if you're not using it, your students are. It happens with most of the technologies. The students are very familiar with it, and I like to help make sure that schools and school districts are up to date with what's out there and what we can all be using. And so one thing I try to do is go through all these technologies and find the easiest entry points for teachers. Being a teacher myself, I know that we don't have a lot of time. So, finding those tools, the ones that are easiest to adopt and put in place right away, is super important.